Well, no, it's important. Can't you relocate the scimitar in Keith's loft?
No, I think we say less now. We're recording, but forgive me for pouring my soul out to you. But it's just they're national treasures. Letters from Churchill and what have you. I saw on Antique Roadshow a lady with an autograph book with all the past prime ministers that she managed to get autographs from. The page with Winston Churchill's autograph was worth £200 alone. I found a scrap of paper headed 10 Downing Street, written in hand by Churchill, thanking Air Vice Marshal Broughton for his gift and his contribution to his birthday, blah, 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 wrapped in a scroll that was in a tube, chucked at the back of a steel cupboard. That would be worth £500 to £1,000. Things like that.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
And the other thing, Ian, it's letting people see these things, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's why. Sorry, I'm hogging this meeting, but it's in a sense to me it's interesting because you know how I love doing your website. Well, I do a website. That's the little imp on my shoulder is driving me to expose all this property and to show the world the college history of 100 years that is just locked away. And I'm getting from Canada, India, Japan, France, say, oh, give us more, give us more. And I've been able to find all the names of all the cadets that have gone through, and I've actually written that out. And I actually know their fate. And I've actually done a roll of honor. And that's gone down, as you imagine, with people who are into military history, with a lot of enjoyment. Say, oh, my great granddad was so and so. Can you find out this? Yeah. It just keeps me going week after week. But
well done, Ian.
They're seriously underestimating the value of these treasures, aren't they?
Yes.
I think they are, John, and you have to take with a pinch of salt what I am saying, but I think they are. I love to take you there. It would blow your mind, some of the stuff. Chris, if you're interested, I'll send you the link to the website because you could just look through, certainly the college history page, and you'll be fascinated. I managed to find video recordings, old recordings of marches in 1930, never you mind, the King's visits, all the rest of it. And
I probably live the nearest to it.
No, I probably live a bit nearer.
Keith, you live a bit nearer, we both do,
But it's fascinating, and the kids love it. My grandkids at Christmas Day, when I visited for Christmas, because they knew I was into it and I'd showed them things, they gave me a formal presentation, like a dog and pony show that lasted half an hour on the First World War.
Fantastic.
Brilliant. Made my day.
Anyway, Ian, send a link to everybody.
Yeah, I will do. If you're interested, and if you have problems navigating, just let me know. But well, you've probably been to the RAF Museum and how they change it every week. It's fascinating. But this is about the people that were the RAF College and went on to. Did you know that we've had through the college 4 Victoria Crosses? But there was a chap called Basil Jett, whose great grandfather did the sewers in London at the time of the cholera crisis, 1800, never you mind. A chap called Campbell, who almost managed to single-handedly sink the Tirpitz, the Gneisenau, when it was moored in Brest. There's a VC that was an instructor, chief flying instructor, who got a VC in the Great War. And then there's dam busters. You guys would be into dam busters because it's our area, the Derwent Dam and all the rest of it, where they practice. Chap called Hoppy Hopgood was the greatest pilot. Guy Gibson said he was the greatest pilot he ever flew with. And he went in with the second Lancaster on the Mona Dam with 3 engines because he'd already been shot at, wounded because he'd already been shot at, lost his front gunner because he'd been killed, to release the bomb. And it bounced over the dam and hit the control room. And he then climbed to 200 feet to allow only 3 survivors of the whole raid to parachute out before he crashed and lost his life. Never got a single award. But he was a Cranwellian. It blows your mind. Sorry, guys. I
Good
mean,
luck. No,
No,
it's
no, not at
fascinating.
all.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
it's good.
No, it's quite interesting.
Very interesting. Good luck with
Right.
it. Good luck with it.
Yes,
Yeah,
good luck.
best of luck.
So, on to business. John, any news?
Well, I can't top that, can I? But yeah, no. It's Claire's birthday this Wednesday. Claire, man, a librarian, still going strong. I went to see Cyril the other day because Anita had said they were having a bit of a clear out. They've had a lot of work done in the house, and he wanted to give me some of his books, which Jenny, my Jenny, be really pleased about. But anyway, he did give me some of his books, and I'll be bringing some to Bayton tomorrow. But what I also found out is that they're trying to sell Cyril and Anita trying to sell Cyril's drawings, his autographed drawings, because they regard that he's in his late 80s. That they're no use to him. But as we know, those who've seen him, many of them are brilliant.
Yeah.
They'd sought some advice about auctioning them off in Sheffield, and a friend had said that they'd had some pieces valued in Sheffield at 4,000 quid. They were sold by an auctioneer in Derby for 21,000. So Anita's given me the contact details. I've been in touch with them and sent them photographs of some of Cyril's autographed drawings, like Alf Ramsey, for instance, and Matt Busby, several of the 1966 World Cup team autographed drawings, brilliant as we know. And I think this might be something you could be interested in, particularly Chris. I'll send you some of the pictures for you to have a look at yourself. So anyway,
Thank you, John.
Yeah,
John,
sorry, Big Paul.
Sorry, I didn't interrupt you, but I deal with a chap in Nottingham who is excellent, dead honest, straight as an arrow.
Yeah.
A man called Tim Davidson Auctions, and it is actually Tim that I deal with, and he has a big clientele for soccer, football, memorabilia. They're every other month. So if you need another contact, one, I'll just send you Tim's references because I couldn't deal with a better man.
No, I'd be really grateful for that, Chris. I was thinking that I'd take your advice anyway. I followed their wishes and contacted this particular firm, which is fair now doing what they want. But if I can find another avenue that might help them, that would be great.
I'll send it over, and you'll be dealt with extremely fairly and well.
Thank you, Chris. I appreciate that.
Well,
yes, Big Paul.
John, question, John. Cyril, many times in the library, has said he started recording everything for his lad, for his family, his lad. What? Has something gone amiss there? Then
I really don't know. To be fair, I didn't know he'd got a lad. I was only aware of a daughter who passed away tragically many years ago. They've got. I'm not sure it's their lad. I think it might be a nephew. I might be wrong. I'll make further inquiries, Paul, because I wasn't aware of a son.
No, it's just that many times he said he recorded it for the younger generation of his family.
Yeah. Well, it might be the younger generation of his family.
Yes, he has, Paul. I remember that.
Yeah. I'll look into that anyway. But I was just doing what they wanted me to do.
Yeah.
I don't know if anything's happened. But anyway, thank you very much for that offer, Chris. I appreciate it.
Not a problem.
And I'll keep you informed, because those of us who've seen them know what brilliant drawings some of them are, and
Fantastic.
And with the autographs and with many letters of authentication. Sorry.
Can you send me any pictures of those, John? Do you have them as pictures or not?
I've actually got the albums with me at the moment, so that I could take some pictures.
If you took just a couple of them and sent them to me,
I
could always send them on to Tim Davidson and say, right, this is the sort of stuff quality wise that is out there, and John is the person that's going to speak to you. I could always do that for you.
That's great. I've got several I can send you, Chris.
Yeah,
and if anybody else is interested, I'll
just a couple.
Yeah,
great.
Yeah,
fine. All right, mate. Thank you.
Stuart's wife, Stuart, who passed away a few months ago, as you know, Sheffield Wednesday have finally done the honourable thing and paid her the money that they owe her for Stuart's season ticket. Yeah, about time. And she still had to make 2 further phone calls to actually get the money. She first got a cheque for 30 odd quid when they owe her 600 and odd, but she's now got the whole lot. She's got the whole. The 30 odd quid was from the end of the season before last, but now they finally honoured what they should have done months ago, and she's got a full 600 odd quid refund. Vinny, I was talking to Vinny yesterday. Vinny, you may remember, has COVID, and he's quarantining, but he was very chirpy and typical Vinny when I talked to him yesterday. In a good frame of mind, disappointed that he'd missed his golf trip to Durham, and more disappointed that he wouldn't be able to play poker at Mosborough, the rugby club, the sports on last night. He plays poker on Monday nights apparently, and won a trip to Las Vegas a couple of years ago, but he didn't want to go. He's not into it that much, but he's good enough to have won a trip to Las Vegas. What a man, Vinny, eh?
He's got some new badges.
I'm sure he will have, yeah. Brian, but still recovering from his bout of transient global amnesia and feeling a bit wobbly, and so he wasn't able to go dancing with his Bluebell girls this last weekend. But he's day by day he's feeling a bit better. But it's a weird thing, is that TGA. I've known a couple of people who suffered from it. It's very disturbing for the ones that have got it. I saw Tricia, Crystal Peaks librarian, Tricia, on Saturday, and she was shepherding people in through some sort of Berlin Wall system at the library, Crystal Peaks. And she said the chances of us getting back in the library in the near future are quite remote. But she and the other librarians would love to see us back as soon as we can, but it's not going to be for some time. So it looks like Bayton is going to be our physical outlet for the foreseeable future.
What you mean, John,
and
is she doesn't love you anymore. That's what you mean.
You have to bring that up, don't you, Ian? You have to bring that up. You was it. Anyway, that's a lot.
Just for those who know Cyril, I'll just hold up one of his drawings that he did for me. So this is, can you see?
That's tremendous. That's spot on.
Jack O'Connell.
That is spot on.
Yeah,
Chris, there are a couple of very talented people at the Crystal Peaks Sporting Memories Group.
That is spot on.
Whose artistry is brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
And that's
Billy.
Oh, Billy Sharp. Oh,
Very
tremendous.
good.
so just and some of his
He's not only got football, he's also got boxing and speedway.
And snooker.
Yeah.
I managed to get him Stephen Hendry's
Snooker as well, yes.
by Stephen Hendry.
He's also got that one.
I'm going to say he does film stars as well, doesn't he?
He does. Yeah, that's Tricia.
In her dreams.
Careful what you say.
Aye, it's recorded. She'll be listening.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to abandon this recording. Full stop.
Right, onwards and upwards. But I don't add Astra.
Whilst you're on, John, am I able to come to Bayton tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Oh, that's great, Doug. That's smashing.
I'm free this Wednesday.
That's great. I think there were a dozen of us last week, 14 the week before, and a dozen the week before that. It's a nice number, and there's people from Manor and Crystal Peaks libraries and people who straddle the two. So we have a good session.
Yeah, it's 10:30, same.
No, actually, it's earlier. 10 o'clock if you can make it. Some of us get there for 9:45,
Yeah.
But if you can make 10 o'clock, that'll be
I'll
fine.
be
Doug.
here for 10:15.
Be good to see you, mate.
Yeah.
I can't
I'll
make
be
it
here.
tomorrow, John.
Oh, no.
I'm going to Scarborough to watch Yorkshire play cricket.
Ah, well, that's a good excuse. That's a good reason.
I thought I'd
Can't
get a
think of
pass for that.
better one.
And I'm going wine tasting.
Oh,
What?
even better.
What's happening tomorrow?
Royal London Cup.
The London Cup.
Yeah,
What the blooming heck's that?
Evan knows.
Yeah. But anyway, have a good day.
It's the one that it's the one that Notch won in 2017.
All right.
Really? Okay. It's not a
Um,
big competition then.
Well, if I was Royal London, I would
trophy.
be ringing up and saying, we're not playing anymore with you. I'd just say, pull the plug. They've obliterated the competition, obliterated it.
Yeah.
But there you go. You're going to
Right.
watch Scarborough versus Northants.
Yes, I think so. Yes.
You think so?
Okay. Just a bit of last minute news before Dave gets into the news of the week. I've got the TV on at the moment, and
That's a bit ignorant.
Argentina have just beaten South Africa in the rugby sevens. Argentina were losing 7-0, went down to 6 men, and have finished up winning 21 something or other with
Well,
6
that's
men.
not accurate news reporting, is it? 21 something.
Something, well, they won.
That's why
It's,
you do news of the
yeah.
week.
That's why Dave's the newsreader, you see.
That's right.
To be accurate.
That's the remarkable one. Even remarkable is prior to that game, England were losing 21-0
After 5 minutes.
today, I think just before half time, and England came back to win it.
That's good news, Keith. That's
You
good
mean
news.
Great Britain, Keith?
21-7 at half time.
Great Britain. Yeah.
But the important thing, Keith, the Americans had a man sent off, which in the sin bin, and that's why
I didn't know
he
that.
came back. Oh well, you see, if you'd left it, if you'd left it to the news of the week, you'd have got the facts. You see.
Yeah.
You go back to your email.
Okay.
You're like Sky News, Keith. Now we've got Dave the Beard, who's BBC.
I'll shut up now then, Dave.
I don't know whether there's anything left now. I think no, I'm not quite as up to date as that. Mine's only up to yesterday.
Right.
Right. May I kick off?
You certainly may.
I'm just waiting for the sound. News of the week.
News of the week. News of the week. Dave the Beard, news of the week. News of the week.
There we are. And of course, I'll start with the Olympics. Competitions kicked off even before the opening ceremony. Did anybody see that? I saw a bit and it was
part of it, yeah.
Terrible. I didn't watch it at all. Anyway, team kicked off with Team GB Women. They booked their place in the quarterfinals of the women's football after a 2-0 win over Chile. Or should I say a 2-something win? 1-something win over the host Japan.
Don't kick him down while he's down.
Surprise result for Team USA in their opening match in Group G. They lost to Sweden 3-0, ending their 44-match unbeaten run. It leaves them with problems in the women's football, as only the top teams go through from each group.
Yeah, but the Swedes are no turnips, you know.
Oh no, they're ranked fifth, but still a surprise result after 44-game winning streak, though. Onto cycling, the men's road race. Poor Geraint Thomas suffered a freak crash after his teammate's front wheel came off and took him down. A bit of a disaster again, because 4 years ago, he had to withdraw then after a crash. The Ecuadorian rider Richard Carapaz winning the gold medal. Onto a bit of boxing. Team GB boxer and gold medal contender Peter McGrail lost his featherweight fight to Thai boxer Chapche Decha Butdi, while Ben Whitaker beat Colombian George Luis Divas to reach the last 16 of the light heavyweight division.
Who was that Thai boxer again?
something Butdi.
Okay.
Something's the favourite word.
That's key standard, that.
Chapche Decha
Oh, thank you.
Butdi as well. Whether they pronounce it like that, I haven't a clue, but that's what it looks like.
I'm sure you're right.
Olympic champion Team GB's Max Whitlock, defending his Olympic pommel title, has qualified for the final. The first medal for Team GB went to Chelsea Giles, who took bronze after beating Switzerland's Fabienne Kocher in the women's judo 52 kilo event. Second medal went to Alex Yee, who won the silver in the men's triathlon, while Jonathan Brownlee came fifth, and he's now retiring apparently.
Don't you think
the
Sorry,
triathlon?
Dave.
A camera boat straight onto the swimming course, and the race had to be restarted, with some swimmers having made it 150 meters down the course before turning back.
Yeah.
Half the field was still stuck there because
Did you see that?
the boat's in front of them.
Absolutely
Did you see
unbelievable.
It was ridiculous.
4 years in the making.
Yeah,
Oh,
never seen
nice
anything like
racing.
it. What were they thinking of?
5 years, not 4.
Yeah. I mean, it's sort of primary school starter. I mean, you'd have sacked the bloke from doing a primary school event for doing that.
Yeah.
Don't you think the
Yeah.
Norwegian who won it looked just like he'd wandered out of the crowd?
Yeah.
Apart
like
from not
that,
having the hair, he looked like Alf Tupper, something like that. I mean, Yee had got a terrific running style, and I know he's a track runner as well, but he looked like an athlete. The fellow that won it looked as if he'd staggered out of the pub.
Yeah.
And then he was sick, and then he was put in a wheelchair. But the bloke won, so he must be good.
Yeah.
He is good.
Yeah.
Christian Blumfeld or something like that, isn't it?
That's right. Yeah.
Is what? Sorry, Paul.
Christian Blumfeld or something.
I know your Norwegian's better than mine.
Yeah.
Right. Doncaster's Bradley Sinden won a silver medal when he was narrowly beaten 33-29 to Uzbekistan's Ulugh Rashidov in the men's taekwondo event.
I bet you're regretting this, Dave, now, aren't you?
We need a Bulgarian to explain to us.
Get me.
Where's Mick?
We won't make.
Tom Daly and Matty Lee won gold in the men's synchronized 10-meter platform, beating the Chinese favourites. Daly became the first British diver in history to win 3 Olympic medals, the other 2 being bronze in 2012 and 2016. After their final dive, the Chinese had to get a score of 9.6, but fell just short.
Who were the Chinese, Dave?
You know, I forgot to write those names down. It was somebody and somebody else something.
Yeah.
It was win one soon.
Sorry, Dave. Sorry.
Adam Peaty, after dominant performances in his 100 metres breaststroke heat and semi-final, became the first ever British swimmer to retain an Olympic title, winning the final in 57.37 seconds, half a second in front of the runner-up, and just short of his world record. The time, though, was still the 5th fastest ever recorded, and Petey has now swum the fastest 17 times in history.
Wow.
Does anybody feel sorry for Adam Peaty? Because I do. Because he's so expected to win that nobody takes much notice.
Yeah, fair point, Ron.
And he's such a brilliant athlete.
He is.
Yeah, the best swimmer we've ever had.
What's the odds of him being Sir Adam by the end of the year?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he ought to be. Although he didn't help his cause by using a few F words when he did his interview for the
Did
BBC. Yeah.
Seen one or two do that as well.
Yeah, but
on live TV.
It's always, you know, the amount of pressure they're under. They've just finished some either important football match or a 10,000 meters or something like that, and then all of a sudden the microphone's thrust under the nose. You know, I know they expect that, but they're not all trained for it, or you know, it's a lot of pressure to be under.
Yeah, and the questions are awful.
Most of them are just ordinary people from ordinary backgrounds.
Yeah. Aye. Right.
Aye.
Tom Pidcock won gold in the men's Olympic mountain bike race, finishing 20 seconds ahead of his nearest rival. The win coming a couple of months after being hit by a car side on, shattering his collarbone. So he did pretty well to recover. Team GB canoeist Adam Burgess missed out on a bronze by just 0.16 seconds after coming 4th in the men's slalom, while swimmer Max Litchfield missed out on bronze by 0.21 seconds in the 400-meter medley final. Lauren Williams has reached the final of the women's Taekwondo 67 kilo class, where she takes on Matija Jelic of Croatia.
Right, Dave, I've got an update on that. Lauren,
I think she lost.
She lost in the last few seconds.
Last second.
Team GB's men's hockey team have won both their opening matches in their quest for a medal, while the women's team lost their opener that should still qualify as the top 4 qualify in each group.
Yeah, they've just lost 5-1 to Germany, haven't they, the men?
No. You covered the men's rugby side winning again. They won the first match 24-0 against Canada. Yeah. So they've now won the opening 2 games that should qualify.
No, Dave, it was the quarter final that they've won today.
Oh, it was the quarter final. I must have missed the second. Beg your pardon.
They beat Japan. Something 0.
And finally, onto the 2032 Olympics. To be held in Brisbane, the 3rd Australian city to host the Summer Olympics. They catch up with the states who've had it 3 times in different cities. And that's.
Did anybody see the women's triathlon last night, Paul?
Yeah.
Yes.
I've seen bits of it.
Amazing performance by Georgia Taylor Brown. Flat tire with 800 meters.
It was very unlucky.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dave, sorry, I had to go away. I got a phone call on the landline. But did you mention the women's road race?
No, I didn't catch anything.
Right, but it was won by an Austrian. It would have to go down as one of the most unexpected victories in Olympic history. This girl's an amateur. The girl who won is an amateur rider, and she's beaten all the professionals. The other people in the race, the girl who came in second, believed that she'd won because she couldn't believe that the girl who had gone away in the breakaway The 5 of them went away to start with, and then it went down to 4, then down to 3. And she just assumed that this other one, because she knew that the other 2 had come back to the peloton, if you like, and she couldn't believe that this other girl could still be out there. And she doesn't have a contract or anything with any professional team. She's not ridden in a major race, I don't think, since 2017. And she won the Olympic gold medal. And the other riders just could not believe that she'd done it. So if you ever get the chance to catch it, it's incredible, absolutely incredible.
That's unusual, isn't it? An amateur winning an Olympic event. Who would have thought it?
Those were the days.
Yeah,
Those were the
that's
days.
right.
Halcyon days.
Yeah.
I love it when they get. I love it.
Yeah,
I love it when they get away out in front and aren't pulled back. I think it's great.
Yeah. I mean, the girl who came in second, she was giving it high fives and everything as she crossed the line. She believed that she'd won the gold medal. It wasn't until she crossed the line that somebody told her, no, there's a girl in front of you. And when she told her who it was, she said, I don't even know who she is.
That's like Keith at TQ at Library, isn't it, Paul? You can't reel him in once he's got in front, can you? Mind you, he's usually making it.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, Dave.
No, that was, I missed that, Paul, thanks.
No, that's all right.
Incredible.
Special correspondent, Paul.
Apparently we've won another gold.
Oh, yeah.
Today we've now won 4 golds.
What in?
This is 200 meters freestyle.
Gold and silver.
Gold and silver.
Gold and silver, yeah.
Wow. That's pretty good.
It's the best start ever to an Olympics for us.
Yeah. When you think in 2012, we didn't win a medal of any sort until the Wednesday of the first week.
Wow. Right. Okay, Dave.
Right, on to rugby union.
No mention of beach volleyball. I'm very disappointed.
It's not started yet.
What, the beach volleyball?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean, no introduction, no update at all.
The only thing I've heard about it
Quite
is that
disappointed.
the athletes are complaining that the sand is too hot for their bare feet.
Bare what?
Feet.
Feet.
By the way, in case some of you didn't know this before, I think I have told you this before. There is, you know, the outfits that the men and women wear.
Yeah, yeah. This is fun.
There is a maximum depth that they can be. So, you know, you can't have like running shorts on. The depth of the bikini bottoms is something like that much.
It's 4 centimeters.
It's actually in the rules.
Yeah,
Can you believe it?
I've got the job of measuring them.
That's what all the fuss is about Norway, isn't it?
Right, chaps.
All the fuss about Norway, they wore ordinary running shorts.
The singer Pink is paying their fine.
Right, we're less than a minute to go.
Yeah.
So we'll wrap it up. See you in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.